Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost time for the Europa Cup final between Manchester United and Tottenham. Who are we? Manchester United. Now, the most awaited, most talked about, most worried about Europa Cup final is coming up tomorrow between Manchester United and Tottenham. Now, it has been much talked about because Manchester United and Tottenham are currently sitting 15th, I think 16th and 17th in the English Premier League. And of course, both teams have had a really poor season. Me being a Manchester United fan, it has been one of our worst seasons, and largely so, it is an embarrassing season for as big of a club as we are as Manchester United. But one thing is for sure, winning this cup changes all. It doesn't change where we currently are, but it changes the mentality within the squad. Now, our performances in the Europa has been better. We started with 3 draws in this competition and we started picking up wins. Now our performances in this competition have been different because we're playing people and teams from other countries. But now the final is going to be different because we're playing Tottenham, our rivals in EPL. And largely so, they have won us at least 3 times this season. So it is going to be a different encounter. But the one thing that makes it really special is that it's a final game. It's a one-legged game and there's no second leg. Winner takes it all. And we very well understand that the winner of this competition gets an. Now, before I go on, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has been coming to watch the videos, everyone that has been liking and supporting the channel. You are my true hero. This channel would not be existing or keep on going without you. I want to say a big thank you to you. And if you forget to like the video, I want to give you this time to please do like the video, and do not forget to share the video. I'll continue to say a big thank you to you as always. And now let's go back to the video. Automatic qualification into the Champions League next season, and that's why it's been much talked about. Everybody is making a news out of the fact that we are currently in 16th and we might qualify for the Champions League. But the truth is, it has been the rule, and it has always been there since the beginning of the Champions League. It has been a rule that you win the Europa, you qualify. So the sentiment should stop as to that regards. But I understand the media, if it's Manchester United, is going to be big news. Think about it. For the last few weeks now, we've been hearing about the Europa final, but we have not been hearing about the Champions League final. Why? Because we are Manchester United. The media loves us and they will talk about us, and very well so. They also love us to lose, because if Manchester United were to lose the final, it is a much bigger news going forward. They will have a lot of banter before the next season starts, which we will not let happen. Now on this video, I'll be sharing team news as well as predicted scoreline as well as my predicted lineup going into the game. Now this is not going to be an easy clash. It's not. We should not underrate Tottenham. Now I know the talk around is that Tottenham are not used to this sort of positions. They are not used to winning trophies. And yes, you might be correct, but this team, just think about the players' mentality going into this final. They know that. They know people have been saying that. So I think they will be looking forward to change it. It's more like somebody that is cursed. This generation or this particular set of players are going to be looking forward to want to change it. The mentality will be different going into the final. But the difference is they are going to be playing in Manchester United. Now I know our team has been very poor this season, but we are Manchester United at the end of the day. Hence, we have to perform coming tomorrow for the final. Now, today I think during the team training, I saw Zexi and Euro. I don't know whether they will be available or traveling with the squad for the game, but I do hope they will. I didn't see Delete, so I don't know whether he will be available for the game. So I'm going to move forward to my predicted 11 going into the game. For my predicted 11, Onana keeps his position. I'm going with Mazarawi, Maguire and Luke Shaw. Reasons being that I don't know if Delete is available or Euro, but if they are available, those are going to be really good bench options when the game starts changing, probably in the second half. For the 2 midfield position, I'm going with Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. Of course, we have Eriksen there, Ugarte. We have Mino that can play that position also, but I'm going with Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. Now, I think this game is very important for Casemiro. We have seen Casemiro Even in the last game he got a goal. Casemiro needs this. Of course, he's a 5-time Champions League winner and he wants to add this one to his collection. And his performance has been evident of that because he has been performing really, really good in this tournament. Let's hope he has a really, really good match in the final. Bruno Fernandes, there's not a lot to say. Bruno Fernandes, I think we all know him. He's our best player, Captain Bruno Fernandes. He's going to be leading the players into the game. If we are going to win this game, Bruno Fernandes has to have a good game if we are going to win this match. For the left wing back, Patrick Dogu, he has not been having his best time. I think he's been in Manchester United for 4 or 5 months now. Not the best time, but he has potential to grow. Plus, he is always available on the left wing for that switch of play, which is going to really be important because Porro is one of Tottenham's best players. So if Dogu has a good game, it will be hard to see Porro because he is going to occupy that position. So for the right wing back, Ahmad, for me, this is his best position. But since he came back from injury, he has had good performances. But this match now, he needs to come out and give us a really, really good performance. He's our overall best dribbler, he's our best handler of the ball. So I'm hoping Ahmad has a good game on the right wing back position. For the double tens, I'm going with Mason Mount and Garnacho. Of course, Bruno Fernandes can play one of those positions. Also, Kobe Mino can play one of those positions. But I'm going with Mount and Garnacho. Mount is an excellent team player. I remember Mount, the last Champions League final, I think Chelsea went to win the 1-Man City. I think it was Mount that gave the assist to Kai Havertz. So I think Mount has been showing us glimpses of his performance in the last few games. Of course, in the last semi-final game, he got a brace. So going into this match, I think Mount is going to be one of our most important players going into this game. I really hope he's in excellent form going into the game. He's a player that has a goal in him. He's a player that is a good tackler. He's going to press. He's going to keep them. He's going to keep the Tottenham defense on high alert because of the kind of player he is. So I'm hoping Mount gets to start the game. The another one is Garnacho for the other 10 position. Now Garnacho, his finishing product has been very poor. Garnacho, we know he's a good player. We know he can be a good player, but for now, he's not living up to expectations. For now, he's performing below what we expect from him. But one thing he has is the ability to transition fast. He's our best player. If we want to play a high-paced game, Garnacho will create space and he will run. I think he's better on the right 10 position because then he doesn't get to be stingy. Then he gets to cut the ball into the 18 more. And we very well know Mount's movement inside the 18 is excellent. So if Garnacho is on the top of his game, he's going to provide an assist or score a goal. I really hope when his opportunity comes, because he's going to get chances. A player like Garnacho, balls are always going to fall to him. I really hope he takes his opportunity when it does arrive for him. The last player, our number 9, undisputed number 9 in Højlund. Now, like him or hate him, he's the only available 9 we have going into this game. I used to like the player, or I still do like the player, but his performances has been very terrible. But now it's a final, it's a one-off game. I'm going to encourage all fans out there, we have to support him. This is the time to get behind and forget what has happened before. The future is open for him to be a very good player. We saw glimpses of who this player can be, but the pressure in Manchester United this season has been a lot. Now, he had a really, really terrible performance in the last game. His hold-up play was terrible. He couldn't pass the ball. He couldn't keep the ball. It was bad. But this is a final. It's going to be, the atmosphere will be different, the energy around the pitch will be different. I really hope for his sake he has a good game, because this game is going to define his position in this team going forward. Being to the summer, if they are bringing another player, it's going to define who is going to be for Manchester United going forward. Now, we should not underrate Tottenham. The fact that they are not used to finals does not mean they are easy side to push over. So it's going to be a really, really tough game. If we are going to come out as champions, Our players have to respect the badge. Our players have to fight for the badge. Our players have to be able to give their best. Now, I'm very happy for the reason being that we have squad depth going to the final. I don't think Tottenham have as much squad depth as we do. Their best player, Kulusevski, is out of the game, and that means a lot. But we should not be focusing on them, we should be focusing on ourselves. Our players have to perform better than the opponent. It's not about who is missing in the game, it is about the players that are going to be available to face the test. Now, I am somehow confident because I have Casemiro. I've seen the guy's performance. I've criticized Casemiro before, but I've also seen him wanting this tournament. If you perform well, the manager said you will get your time, and he has been performing well. I think Casemiro is going to really be influential in this game for us. We need a player. We know he's a threat in the box 18. He's a threat on headers. He's a threat even from long range. I really hope Casemiro has a good game. If we are going to win this match, also Ahmad, Garnacho, our best players have to be at their best. And our defense also have to do a lot, because Johnson, Solanke, Son, these are all players that can run, and we know our players, they somewhat struggle with the channels because of the formation we're playing. Now, I really do hope our performances are different from the ones we have seen before. Now, I really do hope the occasion allows our players to fight for the badge, our players to give their all for Manchester United, because if we do win this match, it changes everything. I know what people are saying and all that, but it changes a lot for us going forward, not just for the fact that we're going to be competing in Champions League next season, not just for the financial aspect, but more about the mental aspect. If we do win this tournament, it's going to help Ruben Amorim. That means he has gotten his first title going into next season, which is really going to be influential. If we lose the game, now I believe the media are going to bring all hell on us. We are going to be the joke, the talk of the town till the season starts again. So, and we don't want that. We don't want that at all. My prediction for the match, I think Manchester United are going to win the match. Manchester United 3, Tottenham 1. Now, I'm not underrating them. I just feel on the day we have, when subs start coming in, when the game gets to that point, I think will just be too much for them. I don't believe the atmosphere is going to take over them. Of course, we have been to Bilbao before. We beat Atletico Bilbao. So we have been in the stadium before. Will that count? I think it does count. You know, the atmosphere, we have been there. And I know the atmosphere is going to be different being a final, but we have played in the stadium that is going to be hosting the final. We played on it in the semi-final. So that somewhat prepares the players going into the atmosphere, because he had been there before. Now, if we are going to win, like I just said, our players have to take their opportunities. We have to make sure we stay compact and cover the middle. They are going to run at us and all that. We have to make sure we work as a unit. We have to make sure we work as a team. We have the subs to do it. We have the team to do it. I trust the manager is going to drill them, and the mentality going into this game is going to be different. I did see Zexi training with the squad. I hope he's available to get some minutes if that's possible at the end of the game or something.